What's up, guys? In this video I'm going to be talking about the best clones I bought in the last year. So these are the clones I bought from 2023 to 2023 December 31st. So these are not in any particular order. I tried putting them in order, but it was just way too hard to. I know pretty much my 1, 2, and maybe my 3, but then anything after that I could pretty much just swap around. It just depends on the day of the week. So we're going to go ahead and start off with the first one. It's going to be by Nma Un. This is one I've talked about a lot, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it. It is Nma Un Supremacy Silver, which is a clone of Creed Aventus, and it's the closest clone to Creed Aventus in my opinion, especially at least the Aventus batches I've owned. So this one, a very happy. It was I got it towards the end of the year, I believe, but definitely a pickup that I was very happy about. Next one is going to be a Tom Ford clone. Actually, you know what? We'll go ahead and stick with the Creeds for right now. So the next Creed clone that I was very happy to pick up was your Royal Highness 3. So in this scenario, if I was including this year, I'm not sure if I would pick your Royal Highness 3 or Brasilia Absolute by Alexandria for a clone of, which is a clone of Absolute Aventus. So right now, for last year, that's my pick, the Creed Oud or the Royal Oud clone. Very nice fragrance, very high quality bottle fragrance. Everything about this one feels high quality. I just realized that these two are Creed fragrance clones, and they're both Nma Un. So I wonder if that has anything. I wonder if they're just the better house at making Creed clones. Who knows? Next one is going to be a clone of YSL's Tuxedo. I've talked about this one a lot as well, so I'm not going to spend too much time with it. It's going to be Kismet for Men by Maison Alhambra. So this fragrance, I've smelled other Tuxedo clones. This is pretty much same DNA, probably the cheapest one you could find. I definitely recommend picking this one up. It has great longevity. One of the first things I was worried about when I first got that fragrance was that I saw a lot of the reviews about longevity not being too good. So I decided to get it anyways just because it was so cheap, and it pretty much surprised me. So I wouldn't completely believe everything you see online, or at least on me, it lasts for a long time if you really care about that stuff. Next one is going to be a clone of Xerjoff's Herba Pura. It's going to be Al Haramain's Amber Oud Gold Edition. So this is actually one of my first clones that I didn't even know was a clone. Polarizing scent. Some people love it, some people hate it. I'm one of the people that really love it, and I've realized other people wearing this Al Haramain, and I've asked them what they're wearing, and they say the gold bar or the gold bottle. So even just catching whiffs of it from different people, I still really like the fragrance. So I'm happy I did pick that fragrance up. It was actually one of my first ones. One of my first clones, actually. So next is going to be a clone of Parfums de Marly's Herod. This is going to be Hercules by Maison Alhambra. So this fragrance is one I always pretty much forget about. I spray it and I wear it, and it's addicting. It's one of those I don't want to stop wearing or just want to keep on wearing again. This is a pickup I'm very happy about. I did have all of them at some point. So it was the Kalos, the Percival clone, the Perseus clone, my Hair Legacy, which was the I don't even remember what clone. It pretty much is the main ones I had a clone of. The two I kept was Galatea, which is a Godolphin clone, and this one, which is a Herod clone. Even the Leighton clone I could care less about. I sold that one pretty quickly just because didn't really care about it. The exclusive, I did end up trading with Neil. That one did hurt a little bit, but I wasn't really wearing that fragrance too much. He did mention, because he smelled Latent Exclusive before with, it was Anakid. He said they smell similar, but they're not too close. They give off the same vibe. I don't remember what he said exactly, but I just know it was pretty much like a same vibe type of thing, but just not a great clone of the fragrance. So maybe if there's another house out there that's cloning Latent Exclusive, I might try that one out. Just haven't really looked too much into it. Next is going to be another one I talk about a lot, which is my favorite clone of Angel Share, Fire Your Desire. It's a pickup that I prefer this fragrance and rather spend my money on this fragrance over Angel Share. This one gets way too close for me to care about getting Angel Share unless I wanted a more cinnamon opening, which only lasts about 20 minutes, maybe. Then you can consider getting Angel Share. But if you care about those 20 minutes and you're willing to spend the difference of price on that, that's a pretty big price gap. So next one up is going to be a clone of Sauvage Elixir. This is my favorite clone of Sauvage Elixir. I forgot the name of the one that's very popular, that's very cheap. I know that one's a clone of Sauvage Elixir, but doesn't really get too close. People want to hype it up just because it's cheap. But this one's Nma Un. This one smells really close to me. So why bother getting Sauvage Elixir when you get it for, like, I believe this bottle was 40 bucks. Instead of paying like 140, you could pay 40. So, and it's not even a DNA. I do enjoy the DNA, but it's just not a DNA I wear as much as I would want to. And the last four, we'll go ahead and do this one quick. It's going to be Gan Low Immortal. You forget how good this scent is. And this is one that I kind of preserve, even though it's a clone, just with how hard to get it's gotten. It's just one that I just don't want to wear too much, just because I'm worried about running out of this bottle, which is ridiculous. I could just buy another one if I ever find one on sale, or just back in stock. I should probably just pick up a second bottle. Next is another Louis Vuitton clone. Is Louis Vuitton clone of Ombre Nomad. This is Maison Alhambra's Ombre. This is a DNA that gets, this is a clone that gets really close to the original. Man, I forget how good this one is. I was overspraying this in the heat, which is insane. So this is an oud rose raspberry incense fragrance, and I was living in Florida at the time, overspraying this fragrance like crazy. I got looks. This one lasts forever pretty much, and it projects for a long time. It projects for a very long time. So that was myself getting into clones and just fragrances in general. Before that, I had pretty simple things, so like Aventus, Sauvage, the One, EDP, things like that were very easy things to wear. So if you oversprayed them, you're not really offending anybody. Then I got this fragrance. Oh my god, I wanted everybody to smell me. Next is Woody Oud by Maison Alhambra, which is an oud wood clone. I feel like I don't talk about this one enough. This is actually another one that was one of my first clone fragrances actually. So I believe I got the Louis Vuitton clones first, then I got this oud wood clone, and then after I got this oud wood clone, I got the oud wood clone, by the way, because I smelled oud wood at the Sephora. After smelling the Louis Vuitton clones, I wondered if Maison Alhambra made an oud wood clone, which I found out they did. Once I found that out, I bought this one, and I pretty much went ahead and bought every Tom Ford clone out there from Maison Alhambra, and then I pretty much just trimmed it down to the ones I really liked, sold the ones I didn't like to get other stuff. This is also one that I picked up in that Tom Ford clone haul, and that is Tobacco Venice clone, which is Tobacco Touch by Maison Alhambra. So this one is definitely the jackpot. Out of all of these, probably my first two, this is number one, which is Tobacco Touch. Number two is Gan Low Ombre. And number three could pretty much go to any one of these at any time, just because they're all that good to me. And I'm excited to see what comes out this year. I wonder what else they could come out with clone-wise. I'm pretty sure they'll dive into the fragrances that aren't that popular or aren't the mainstream fragrances or niche fragrances. How much closer they could get to those fragrances. But just the clones I've gotten in the past year, very happy with them. And I hope to keep on getting more clones, and hopefully they keep being this good. So that's all I have for you guys today. Please let me know which clone fragrances you really enjoy. Which are your top 10, top 5 clone fragrances? I'm definitely interested in checking out some of your guys' list. Just because I want to see what to get next. So if it's in your top 5, that means it's probably a really good fragrance. I should definitely try it. So that's all I got for you guys. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. See ya.